Welcome to my top 10 best movies of 2023 of the movies I watched. Now, this list is based off movies I watched and which ones I enjoyed the most. If a movie is missing that you like, that doesn't mean that the movie sucked. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It just wasn't a movie that I watched that I thought was meant to be on my top 10. I watched a lot of movies this year, but I did not watch all of them. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Now let's get to it. Let's watch my top 10 movies of 2023.
Number 10.
So Cobweb. Cobweb was a movie about an 8-year-old boy trying to investigate mysterious knocking that comes from the walls of his house, unveiling a dark secret that happened. Really enjoyed this movie. It's on Hulu if you want to watch it. It was very entertaining. I won't say it's the best movie in the world, but it was one of my most entertaining movies this year. I don't really know what to say other than that. It's my first top 10 movies list, okay? So we're going to do our best. But yeah, super entertaining, super fun. The end of it was good. Um and it just kept you thinking that something else was going on than what it ends up telling you is going on. So, yeah, go and watch it.
Number 9.
So, in this movie, it's about a young boy visiting his family in Mexico and he ends up finding a Chupacabra. It's a very sweet movie. It's on Netflix. I really enjoyed it and I wasn't sure if I was going to. The CG was okay. It wasn't. I mean, it's Netflix, so it's as good as a Netflix one can be, which is pretty darn good. But what a fun adventure. It was definitely a family movie, but I really, really enjoyed it. So give it a watch. It's on Netflix. And yeah, that's my number 9.
Number 8.
So, Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle was entertaining for a DC movie. I have not liked a whole lot of DC movies. Maybe you have. If you do, then that's great. If they're your type of movies. I'm not really a superhero type of person, but I did find myself entertained by Blue Beetle and actually laughing at some of the parts that happened in it. Um, if you're looking for kind of a knockoff Iron Man, then Blue Beetle's your guy. And it's fun. It's a fun movie. That's all it was. It was a fun movie. You can watch that on HBO or Hulu. But yeah, check it out if you want. If not, totally fine. But that's my number 8.
Number 7.
So, security guard, Five Nights at Freddy's, based off the game. I never played the games, but man, was this movie fun. I watched it with my girlfriend. It was a very entertaining time. I know I've heard other reviewers say that it's not very good and it wasn't fun and the premise wasn't good, and that's all fine and dandy, but what I was looking for was just a movie about a security guard getting chased around a fake Chuck E. Cheese, which is exactly what I got. So to me, the movie was good. It was entertaining. If you want to watch it, it is on Peacock. It's in my opinion, it was a lot of fun. It made it into my top 10 because I enjoyed the heck out of it. But yeah, that's my number 7.
Number 6.
So, Cocaine Bear is a movie about a bear on cocaine. And it was fucking hilarious. I don't care what anybody else says. You cannot like this movie all you want. But this movie was so entertaining. I had such a blast watching Cocaine Bear. And I laughed so many times at the stupid shit that happened in this movie because it is a dumb movie about a bear that gets high off cocaine based off a true story. The true story, not funny, you know. The people where they dropped cocaine in the forest, a bear ate like I think it was like a whole brick and it died. It's a sad story. But in this, they kind of give the bear like mad rage from the cocaine, which is hilarious. Go watch this. I don't know what it's on. I watched it on Vudu, but I'm sure it's out on some streaming service by now. But yeah, that's my number 6.
Number 5.
Mr. Wick. So, John Wick, I know a lot of you are going to say, why isn't this higher up on the list? It's just not. John Wick 4 was a great movie. I love Keanu. I love his movies, but John Wick 4 was a lot of the same, and it was super fucking entertaining. I love the action, but it wasn't my most entertaining movie this year, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a good movie. Watch it. I don't think it's on streaming services yet. I'm sure it will be in a couple months. But right now I watched it on Vudu. A lot of the stuff I watch is on Vudu. Great movie though. Just he is an excellent actor, and I really hope that they allow him, after doing these John Wick movies, will allow him to redo Constantine, because that would be great. But yeah, that's my number 5.
Number 4.
The Machine. So this was Bert Kreischer's movie about a joke that he told about him being drunk when he was 18 and getting in with the Russian mafia. The movie was great. The comedy was funny. Mark Hamill was funny in the movie. Everybody who was in the movie was very entertaining, and it was just interesting seeing this joke made into a movie. So that was pretty awesome.
Number 3.
So, Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse, very good movie. I watched this again with my girlfriend, who's right behind me, and it was a good movie. We both enjoyed it. The problem with this movie that didn't make it higher on my list is there's something that happens at the end of the movie that I was kind of disappointed that they did it that way. But overall, movie was super entertaining. I love Miles Morales. I wish I could play Spider-Man 2 just so I could play as Miles Morales. And really, these Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse, Spider-Man, the multiverse stuff with Miles Morales is better, in my opinion, than the regular Spider-Man stuff. And he's such a more entertaining character. But yeah, it's my number 3.
Number 2.
Number 2. Getting up there. Dungeons and Dragons. What a fantastic movie. I almost made this number 1. It was a very, very hard decision for me to make this number 2, because I love Dungeons and Dragons. I love this movie. It was so fantastic. I'm pretty sure it's on other stuff now. I watched it on Vudu, as I watch a lot of movies on Vudu, and this was just such a charming movie. Just so great. And yeah, just go out and watch it. I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody, but go out and watch it. You can find it on Vudu. I'm sure it's on other stuff now. And yeah, that's my number 2. And now for some honorable mentions. So, yeah, let's get to that. I don't know why I paused. So, everybody's probably wondering, why the heck did you choose this movie as number one? Because it was fantastic. I've always been a big love story guy, and Love at First Sight was one of the better ones that I've seen. It was it reminded me one of my old favorite movies was Serendipity, and this movie reminded me of the closest to that movie that you could. Two people meeting on a plane that by all means should have never met again and decide to try and push their fate to meet each other. And then the ending was just so perfect. So perfect that it's hard not to love this movie when you watch it. It's on Netflix. Uh, It's a very good movie, and it deserves to be my number one. There's a lot of movies out there that were very entertaining, and this list never is going to be easy for me because I love movies so much. But this one for this year was really fantastic. So, thank you for watching my top 10 best movies. Again, if a movie that you liked is on here, doesn't mean that the movie sucks. Doesn't mean, unless it's on my top worst list, and sorry, I didn't enjoy it. That doesn't mean that the movie's bad. That just means I didn't enjoy it. But we'll do that next time. Um, but yeah, let me know what your top 10 movies are, or just what your favorite movie is. Hopefully this will help some of you want to watch these movies, because that's really all this is about, is just showing you what I enjoyed this year and what you might want to watch sometime. But yeah, thank you. Bear hug. Have a good night. Bye bye.